Charger V. What's going on, guys? Looking a little crazy. Not the real Will Smith. And another for your man. We are here. I finally found a guy to take care of this axle issue that I was having. That's not really an axle issue. So what I mean by that is it was a wheel bearing problem that I was having on the right side front. So the passenger front, it was causing my axle to do some weird stuff, causing my brake rotors to do weird stuff. But pretty much when you have a bad wheel bearing, it shifts the whole assembly on that side, which can cause the axle to prematurely wear, which can cause your rotors to prematurely wear, which can cause your tires to prematurely wear. So whenever you do go get your wheel bearings fixed, you always want to make sure that you do both sides. Make sure I don't get hit, but make sure that you guys do both sides, because this is the side right here that's having the issue. Yeah, so here's a great example, guys. This is not mine. This came out of a Honda Accord. A guy had told me when the wheel is spinning, this is what's spinning as well, lubricating and things like that. But when it doesn't have the grease or lubrication in it, it's not going to properly spin. It's going to cause all those issues. So like I said, I replaced my axle, my rotors on that side, because I had drilled and slotted, but I didn't even put the drilled and slotted back on this side because I didn't want to tear them up. But you guys can see the wear marks right there from the wheel bearing constantly going in and out, and I can feel the tire vibrating when I'm driving. Like, it'll pull a little bit. So I'll show you guys when it comes out.
Remove this cotter pin. So I'll move this over like that. So I could pull out, I gotta pull out this tie rod end and this cotter pin for this lower ball joint. Got that cotter pin down here.
So you're getting the cotter pin to that ball joint, right?
Yep. What's up, dude? You just gotta straighten it first, you know, and then pull it.
Y'all remember that a few videos ago, I just replaced this freaking CV axle and it's leaking again. So don't get cheap parts. That's a lesson for myself. I'm just telling y'all too. Tie rod is that little skinny thing up there, y'all.
And you know the way that you get out of tie rod, bro?
Bang it out? No.
So the easiest way is just to hit it with a hammer.
Yeah.
Right on the side with the vibration.
Yeah.
What did I do with my flashlight? But right here, because normally you got that boot, right?
Yeah.
And you got the threaded part. You could beat down on the threaded part, but then it ain't gonna want to go back in, you know.
Yeah.
The easiest thing is just to give it a good hit right here on the side, and the vibration breaks it free.
Okay.
Like this.
So
like this. See how I did that?
That was dope.
Yeah. Because you see it's tapered. That way you don't damage the thread. You know what I mean? You don't damage the boot. Because they have a pickle fork, and the pickle fork goes over here, but when you beat it, it damages that. And it's okay if you're going to replace the part. You know what I mean? But honestly, all you got to do is just know how to swing the hammer the right way. Just hit it the right way.
So this is the tie rod, right?
Yep. That's the tie rod.
What is this?
This is the outer tie rod. That's the inner tie rod.
Right.
This is the sway bar link.
Sway bar, yeah. Sorry, yeah.
Sway bar link, because this is the sway bar.
Okay.
Really, you don't need that. You could take that off and it's fine. That's just for stability to prevent swerving.
Okay.
It helps strengthen the axles by connecting them again with a big bar. But when these are bad, they make a mean little clanking noise and stuff, especially when you're just driving down the road.
Okay. Okay.
So I got this.
The brand is called Snap-on?
Yeah.
And it's $1,000.
Yeah, this $1,000. This is Snap-on brushless motor impact wrench.
It's that strong.
This thing's 1,400 foot-pounds of breakaway torque. This should have taken semi-truck tire. Ain't nothing that it hasn't taken off, bro.
Wow. If I don't want to spend $1,000, but I want something to take off bolts that's tight on this wheel.
These are, let's say, 100-something foot-pound, maybe 100 foot-pounds. They're not really on very tight at all.
Yeah.
But these other things can be 100-something, 50, 200, but they're underrated. You know what I mean? So whatever they say, when it's a stubborn-ass boat that's been torqued on and shit, man, nah, man. Those guys, most of the time, using air tools. You know, they tighten them on pretty hard and shit.
And then you can't take it off by hand anymore, like with a tool yourself, because
it'd be tough with these. Normally, the battery, you know, against the air,
it's not the same.
It ain't been the same, but now, the batteries that they make, the good ones, they are. Milwaukee, Snap-on. They've got some shit that'll take anything off.
If you guys did need to replace your CV axle, this is a good time.
Hell yeah, or your ball joint or anything like that.
Anything suspension right there. It's right there.
You got it.
Dang, I can't believe this triangle's leaking. I feel like it's up in there. Can't tell.
You hit this up with the wrong suspension.
Man. Oh, that thing looks like crap on the inside.
I got this set of long extensions. Wobble heads. You can't beat them, bro. Same thing with this, bro. Easiest way to
take it off is tap on the side. That's the ball joint.
Hard though, I got a puller. In this situation, it's a little harder. I got to pull.
The pulleys. You use them when you don't want to damage a part.
The ball joints or a tie rod end. I did hit it with the hammer a few times too, you know?
Yeah. Just like that, y'all. So I'm guessing this part has to be banged out.
In there.
Yes, in
the
there.
Bearings are in there.
And that's where it's going on the machine, right?
Yeah. The actual bearing is in here. This is the actual bearing, that piece. And then this is the hub.
Right.
The bearing is in the middle and is pressed in between two things, the spindle and the hub.
Okay.
Let me look at the new parts. See, and they come with new nuts anyways.
The nuts that you
As long as I can get the old one off, man, that's all I want.
Okay.
It would go in there in between everything. You feel me? See it?
It spins slowly. Yeah. Okay. I don't even hear it. Yeah. And what's that clip?
That's a snap ring.
Oh, so you break the old snap ring?
Nah, you don't really break it. You can reuse them, but you gotta take it off. It just comes with the new one, but you don't break it though. Okay. It's just like a clamp or something like that, you know. You don't break it. See, so a case like this. See, I got it to spin. Just the snap ring itself. Just by spinning it around. Motherfucker. They're tough because they're original, buddy.
So you don't have to replace this one time for the life of the car, I'm guessing?
Bro, you replace them as you need them. There really ain't no
challenge. Yeah.
There we go. Now it's off. That's the snap ring. Now what we got to do is, you see this middle part?
Yeah.
Really, at this point, we could press out the whole damn. We could press out the whole damn thing.
And this is what's going in there.
Let me look at the new.
Other way around.
Let me look at the new bearing and tell you. This goes in there. This got to get pressed out first. The smaller one.
Yeah.
So what I always do. See.
Yeah. Normally find sockets that size because that's what's being pressed out.
So come over. And then we come over here. And then normally what you do is you set up these plates. You get this in a position where you can. See, I can't press it out like that. I'm gonna have to use blocks.
to hold it in place. Okay.
These blocks or something. And then a socket.
Okay, goes in the middle.
When you're doing this, it's all about making sure that everything's centered, straight. Pay attention that nothing's binding or fighting.
Okay.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
Stuff like that, bro. That's what you gotta pay attention to. And what's happening is
The wood is moving?
the wood is moving a little bit, so gotta
come off of it a little bit. Okay, it's like a jack. So as Manny was doing this, it was moving. The top part wasn't centered with this part because the woods were moving to the side. So Manny's putting wood in between these two to prevent it from moving because it has to be centered when it goes straight down to push it out. So he's just getting little pieces of wood right now.
Here we go.
Those little balls that's in there.
It's out, dog.
You guys remember the bearing I showed you guys earlier with the balls? That's all that socket was doing, was pushing it out. There it goes. I guess he's gonna take out the old balls, I guess. I don't know.
Yep. Oh yeah, I gotta press out the other part still. The bearing's still in there.
Oh. So you need a bigger socket, or?
No, I'll run in a minute. Right now, I just gotta position my.
That part gotta come out still.
Yeah, the whole
This
inside.
already came out.
This is still the whole bearing.
Mm-hmm.
But the way that this one presses out is boom, that came out that way.
Yeah. It only comes out one way?
Yeah.
Okay. That's it.
That's it, man.
That's how babies are born.
That's the old one. You can see how small that one is compared to one on the Honda Accord.
Jeez. Yeah. So this is one I showed you guys in the beginning, and then this one's mine.
See, it would go in there like this.
Uh-huh. It
But
should be
but
complete.
it really would spin in there like that, see?
Right.
But yeah, dog
Okay.
bearings came the fuck out. Alright, now that we've got that out, now that we have that one out, see how it is? See how it has an end in here where it hits and that's it, it bottoms out, that lip?
Yeah.
You can't push it out that way.
Right, because you'll fuck
You can
up
keep
the-
trying to push it out that way and something's gonna break. You feel me?
Yeah.
So that's what happened to me the first time I was using it. You gotta look at the procedure, how you do it. A lot of times you gotta press out the hub first, then the bearing the opposite way.
Learning.
It don't matter.
Okay.
It's lithium grease.
Yeah, man, he's about to put the new one in.
I'll just put a little grease around it here. And up in here. And then what I do is I put that right there.
Mm-hmm.
And it's about finding the right adapters, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Which, the old one that we just took out was right here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, now there's a trick. You can use the old one to press the new one in. You follow me?
Mm-hmm. And those adapters are just for wheel bearings.
Yep.
Wow. You got adapters for everything.
A lot of times I use sockets too, you know? But what you do is you save the old one.
Oh.
You follow me?
Yeah. Gotcha. Put the snap ring back in, guys, so that the bearing doesn't move when we put the hub in. So snap ring goes in there. The wheel bearing's already in there. The hub is going to get pressed in after that.
And we need a little perfect fit, bro. Stuff fits like a glove.
See, yeah, it's all together now. It's quiet. Now you guys should do the other side.